Historically, the SMA and OLA have been closely linked since Father Augustine Planck, SMA, who founded the Sisters of Our Lady of Apostles as a missionary congregation in 1876. Down through the years, in many African countries, SMA and OLA have worked together to witness the gospel. Today in Ireland, this link continues, and one of its expressions is the cooperative approach, working for justice. Together they work to raise awareness, engage in advocacy, and to promote a Christian response to justice issues.
While both the SMA and OLA are each committed to their own justice priorities, these issues naturally overlap given their shared mission. A joint justice committee plans and oversees work on common justice priorities. For example, care for creation, climate justice, migrants, human trafficking, and justice issues that have a direct effect on Africa and African people. In relation to advocacy, the committee plans and oversees campaigns, letters of advocacy, and submission to the Irish government, EU, and UN. In terms of public awareness raising, the committee also oversees webinars, conferences, and the SMA Summer School. Increasingly, public engagement has been online through social media. This has opened up the possibility of engaging with people from Africa and other parts of the world.
On a daily basis, SMA and OLA justice and communication staff work together to implement campaigns, run events, develop resources, and support each other. We also collaborate with other local and international groups committed to environmental and social justice. For example, in terms of care for creation, we have collaborated with groups including Elders for Earth, Wilton Justice Group, and Green Spaces for Health Cork. On the issue of human trafficking, we have worked with MECPATS, a Mercy Sisters NGO, Edmund Rice International, the International Presentation Association, and the Christian Brothers European Province Advocacy Office. We are also members of RENATE, the Religious in Europe Network Against Trafficking and Exploitation. In the area of racism and migrants, we have engaged with a network of religious in Cork City, focused on the inclusion of Africans in the church. We have networked with AMRI, the Association of Missionaries and Religious in Ireland, and we are also members of INAR, the Irish Network Against Racism. In relation to our commitment to Africa, the Irish NGO Friends of Africa sit on our Joint Justice Committee and have contributed to discussion and planning. And more recently, we have been instrumental in establishing an antenna of the Africa-Europe Faith and Justice Network.
Over the past year, we have undertaken a number of advocacy and awareness-raising activities. In February, we ran a week-long social media campaign and webinar on human trafficking to mark the World Day of Prayer for victims of trafficking. This consisted of a series of articles, Facebook posts and tweets regarding facts, statistics and church social teaching about trafficking in persons. In March, we organised a collaborative anti-racism social media campaign involving many religious congregations. This was a series of 10 videos to draw attention to the concerns and recommendations of the 2020 report on Ireland by the UN Committee for the Elimination of Racism. In March, we also made a human rights submission to the UN's Universal Periodic Review of Ireland, which takes place in November. This submission was made jointly with the Presentation Sisters, Christian Brothers and Edmund Rice International. And again in March, we further hosted a development education webinar on economic justice and women in Africa. This included speakers from Tanzania and Ireland, with attendance from European and African countries.
In May, we organised a 2-week biodiversity awareness campaign to coincide with the anniversary of Laudato Si and the UN Day for Biodiversity. Again, this was a collaborative effort run with other local groups. In the first week of the campaign, we shared articles and videos on biodiversity, and the second week consisted of 6 days of action. In July, we hosted the annual SMA Summer School. This event was online for the first time, and the theme was Migrations in Our Common Home, and included a discussion of migration, economics, climate breakdown, and the encyclical Fratelli Tutti. In August, we marked World Day Against Human Trafficking through a week-long social media campaign, and this drew attention to the 2021 Trafficking in Persons Report Review of Ireland.
We are marking the season of creation by again turning attention to biodiversity loss. As in May, we are sharing articles and video essays highlighting community action to protect biodiversity, followed by 5 days of action. Practical things that people can do to nurture and protect biodiversity in their local area. For October, we are organizing an online conference on intergenerational climate justice. Attendance will include school groups, community groups, and anybody interested in climate justice. The event will bring together people of different ages from different continents to explore the need for system change.
We have found working together and with others to be the best way to promote JPIC. During the pandemic, we have discovered the value of the digital and social media as vital communications and mission tools, allowing us to reach ever-growing audience and open opportunities to work collaboratively with others. We hope that in the future, we can work with some of you